Hey guys, and firstly, welcome to the channel. So if you don't know me and this is the first time coming across me, my name is Shane Harper and I'm the CEO and I'm the founder of the Limitless Entrepreneurs Academy. And what we do is we are a coaching and consulting company, and we help coaches, consultants and online service providers start and scale profitable online businesses. And the whole premise of exactly why I'm starting this channel is to share with you exactly what you need to do to either start or scale your existing business to at least 6 or 7 figures. And also what I'm going to be doing is sharing my own personal journey of how I'm going to be taking my business from a multi-6-figure business up to a 7-figure business. And I'm going to be documenting the whole thing for you. So if you are somebody that is driven by success, if you are somebody that's driven by entrepreneurship and you want to create a life without limits, a life by design, then this is going to be the channel for you, because I'm going to be sharing absolutely everything that's gone in from taking me from a broke construction worker of 17 years to a multi-6-figure business owner within 2 years of starting the business. So if this is the first time you've come across me, let me share a little bit about my backstory so you've got a better idea of who I am, where I've come from, and the direction that I'm moving in with my life. So a little bit about me and my backstory. So as I mentioned, I'm a construction worker by trade. I was actually a carpenter for many years, and I've also done some site management towards the end of my career. But yeah, I grew up from a low-income family. I'm from the UK. I'm from a small city called Plymouth. Like I said, low-income family. All of the men in the family are construction workers. And that's pretty much the path that I followed for myself. I did go through some, various different childhood traumas, as we all did. But I've learned those have been a really, pivotal experiences that I needed to go through in order to become the man I am today. And they actually do play a factor, because these voids from my childhood became values as an adult, and they have served me very, very well. And they've helped me develop into the man I am today. And, with the service that I'm able to provide for my clients as well. So my life wasn't always as straightforward as it is now, as a result of some of the things that I went through and the things that I experienced when I was a child. When I was 11 years old, I turned to drugs. So I started smoking cannabis when I was 11 years old. By the time I was 16, I'd started taking cocaine and ecstasy. And that was pretty much the theme of many years of my adult life. So around 17 years of my adult life, it was just living for the weekend. So just going to work, just going through the motions, getting to the weekend, having a blowout on a Friday and a Saturday night, spending all my money, going back to pretty much zero, and then just repeating the process. So very unfulfilling, not really a lot of things going for me in my life. But I'll be the first to admit, I had a pretty good fucking time, and I don't regret it, because I got some fond memories of it, but it's just not the most efficient and effective way to live your life. And it wasn't until I was 32 years old that something just happened. I had this weird epiphany, and I just really realized that this isn't the life I wanted to live anymore. I wanted more from myself. I wanted more from my life. I started to understand that, my lifestyle was just masking over the problems that I've got, and, trying to fill the voids that I had within myself with external substances, essentially to make me feel better and to give me access to the type of emotions that I was looking for within my life. And that's really what got me into personal development. I was 32 years old, failed relationship after failed relationship, drugs pretty much every weekend. Just, like I said, a good life in terms of, I had good friends, it was fun, I had good people around me, but not really a lot of prospects, not really a good environment, not a good environment for me to thrive, and not really a good environment that was going to be helping me achieve something meaningful within my life. And that's really what it came down to. So I made the decision to, put myself into therapy to really find out, what the fuck was going on, and why I was operating in this way. That led me to moving into personal development. So I started buying books and started studying different things from personal development. That made me want to move into, securing, a second income, because I really felt trapped by the life I was living. As I said, just construction worker. So I was going to work, making around, £550 a week. I was living in a very small little 2-bed apartment, just me and my dog. Just about earning enough money to pay the bills and not really having a lot left over. And that just really wasn't something that I was looking to subscribe to for the rest of my life. So I started looking at various different ways to make an additional income. So the first opportunity was an independent travel agent. That didn't really work out. It didn't really align to me. Then I seen Forex. And I seen Forex as probably what many people do, as this thing that's promoted to, you know, get rich pretty quick and to give you access to a specific type of lifestyle. So I tried that, I tried learning it, but, you know, after a few months of doing that, I was, you know, financially worse off than what I was when I started. So I really realized that that wasn't the opportunity for me. After that, I started looking into property development. You know, with my construction background, I thought that, you know, and with my property and having some equity in the property, I thought I'd be able to, you know, refinance the property, start buying and renovating, you know, properties, making some profit on it, and then selling it. But what I realized is, like, I was trying to get out of construction. You know, that wasn't a place where I felt fulfilled. It wasn't something that I felt aligned to. I felt like, I mean, it was very purposeful to me. So moving into that just didn't seem, there was just something about it didn't seem it. Now, a very significant moment in my life was, it was actually one of the Forex traders that I was learning from. He gave a shout out to a man called Lewis Mocker on his Instagram, and he credited Lewis Mocker for, you know, his mindset and a lot of his personal development. So I started following Lewis Mocker and just took a deep dive into it. There was just something about this guy that I resonated with, just the way he spoke, what he was teaching. So I, you know, immediately signed up to his monthly mastermind. And that was pretty much it. That was the catalyst that changed my entire life, because one of the processes that Lewis has is a purpose process. So it's a very in-depth process of helping you understand what your highest values are. And I really realized that, you know, I had, you know, a desire for freedom. I didn't like having a boss. I didn't like having all of these restrictions placed on me. So how much money I was worth, where I had to go, who I had to work with, you know, when I was allowed to take vacations. I didn't like somebody having control over my life. Okay. So I had this realization that I was, you know, entrepreneurial, because I wanted to be able to call the shots for myself. And also, I'd always been someone that I just liked learning, like whatever it was, even before the personal development, whether it's like going to the gym, you know, lifting weights, so certain routines, exercises, nutrition, like whatever it is, you know, even, you know, the old lifestyle with certain substances, I just wanted to learn. Okay. So I am somebody that likes to learn, and I'm also somebody that likes to share what I learn with other people. Okay, so I had this realization that, you know, coaching and consulting was actually something that was aligned to me as a person. And as soon as I had that, it was just like the switch just went off of me, and I just went after it, and I just fully committed. And I remember going into work the next day, and I said to the people that I was working with that the outcome of this process, and one of the guys said, maybe you should be a coach. And that was it. From that day on, that's what I decided I was going to be. That's, you know, what I realized who I was fundamentally. If you look at the characteristic traits that I had, and, you know, the things that I was interested in, and I just went after it. So after 9 months of studying, I launched my business, had a good start to the business. I was able to make £12,600 in my first 7 weeks. I was able to quit the job within 4 months, and then within 6 to 7 weeks after I quit my job, I was on a flight and I was out of the UK, and I've pretty much been traveling ever since. So I primarily based out of Thailand, but in that time I've also traveled to, you know, 8 other countries, and, you know, it's a little over, you know, coming on 2.5 years now that I've been essentially on the road, living the digital nomad lifestyle and just being free to live life on my terms. And then in the, you know, the first 12 months of the business, I was able to make $100,000 cash collected. Whilst traveling, I'm typically only working around 25 hours a week. In my second year of business, I was able to make $200,000 cash collected. And as you can imagine, the goal now I'm in my third year is to get the business, and I want at least $400,000 cash collected this year, which we are on course for. And this is exactly why I'm going to be starting the channel, because I feel like I've had a moderately good start to my coaching and consulting journey. I've been able to serve over 220 clients in that time, many of whom have also quit their jobs and then now live the freedom lifestyle. But I also have gone on to help people scale their businesses. So now I have, you know, experts come to me, and, you know, I've been able to, on average, take them to at least 4x to 10x their current level of revenue before joining me. So I really have, like, as I mentioned, like, I found my purpose. I found the thing that I felt I was really here for. And because of that, it just seems to have taken off. It's gone really, really well for me. I've been able to, you know, have, you know, a moderate amount of success for myself, but also helping, as I mentioned, you know, 220 people. I've got 176 client success stories. So you can say, I'm pretty good at what I do. And I want to share that with as many people as possible. So actually within Limitless Entrepreneurs Academy, We have a goal to help 10,000 people create a full life without limits, a full life of freedom. So that is business freedom, time freedom, mental freedom, and financial freedom. So business freedom is just having the freedom to make money from anywhere in the world, and to have an uncapped income. Okay, so a really leveraged way to make money. So an active income, but also a semi-active income, which means you get to make as much as you want. It's an uncapped business model, which means that you can take this as far as you want. If you want to work 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week and absolutely blow this thing up, great. That's not what I'm here for. I want to be able to make enough money so I can get what my highest value is, and that's freedom. Freedom to live life on my terms, freedom to have good life experiences, and just freedom to have an occupation or a business that works around me and my lifestyle and not the other way around. And that perfectly leads into the time freedom. So time freedom simply means you having enough time to live life on your terms the exact way that you want to, with who you want to, however long you want to. Okay, then you've got the mental freedom. So that simply just means you freeing yourself from your internal limitations. Okay, you not being the reason that that you're not making money and your business isn't growing, and just having the right identity, having the right habits, having the right beliefs about yourself, and just removing all of your internal limitations so you give yourself permission to go after the exact life that you want to go after unapologetically. And then lastly, the financial freedom, which means different things to different people, but for us, it simply means you making enough money so you can live your life the exact way you want to live your life without needing to make compromises or sacrifices. That is our 4 tiers of freedom. So hopefully now you've got a better understanding of who I am, where I've come from, what I'm all about, and what I'm trying to create with this channel. So I'm very much looking forward to documenting the journey, having you come along for the ride, and you being able to take specific actions on the exact things that I share with you, so you as well can go out and create a full life without limits and live a full life of freedom on your terms. No more compromises, no more sacrifices. So if that's you, if that sounds like something you're interested in learning about, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you around.